get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments can pay for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word, man? How everybody doing out there, man? Hope everybody having a great day out there, man. Hope everybody had a great weekend, man. I hope everybody was being safe in this heat, man. Real talk, man. It was a little hot out here, man. Everywhere, for real, man. But I know everybody been staying out the way, man. I've been getting a lot of good vibes from everybody, a lot of good messages back on them videos, man. I appreciate all the love. Y'all know the count, man. But we have to stay out the way out here in this heat, man. We have to, yo. Real talk, man. Y'all want to go to jail in this heat? I don't want to, man. You got to stay out the way, man. That's all you got to do, man. Stay in the cut. You don't got to go out every day, man. I be seeing dudes like, damn, I'm a party even when it's 99 degrees outside, man. I ain't with that, man. Maybe because I'm 40 now. I don't know, man. But I just choose to stay out the way. And that's all I want from my viewers. That's all I want from my followers. That's all I want from everybody that I know is to stay out the way, man. That's the safest way to live. I'm telling y'all, man. You have to, man. That's all we know. That's the key to life. And that's what I'm going to keep preaching to y'all, man. For everybody can stay their ass out the way. Period. But appreciate everybody for turning me up this weekend. Let's go. 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 Turn me up, man. That's what we do, man. I see them shares. And that's the major important thing right there, y'all. We have to share. When you get it, shoot it to a friend, man. Shoot it to a friend. Y'all know I'm good enough to shoot to a friend. I could have seen y'all shooting somebody that was on some Garbino prison stories. Shoot me to a friend. Everybody that watched this video right now, when you get it, shoot it to a friend. That's all I ask, man. And YouTube got this new thing. I think y'all can see it on y'all main screen when you're looking at my videos. It's called Thank You. It's a thank you button. If you want to thank me, man, or if you want to donate to the channel or anything, man, you just hit that, man. You can send $1, you can send $5, you can send $10, $20, whatever you want to send. You know, staying out the way, Trey gonna appreciate it. And I'm gonna keep giving y'all that great content. Y'all know the count. So if you want to look out for me, man, if you want to look out for the channel, man, hit that thank you button, man. I appreciate it, man. Real talk. But let's get down to business. Y'all know the count. Let's get down to business, man. It's about that time. Let's start it off right. Let's start it off right, man. And this story right here I got for y'all today is called The CO Was a Predator. Real talk. That man was a predator. He go in the same category as an inmate. He just wasn't somebody that was old as hell, that been down forever, being a predator, man. But this man was a predator. So let me take y'all to Lawrenceville, man. I want to say the year is like 2013, 14, one of those two, man. It's one of those two. But let me take y'all there, man. And around this time right here, y'all, my roommate at Baldhead, he ended up just going to the hole, you know what I mean, for some crazy retarded stuff, man. Dude down on us, man. Got my bro locked up. So now I'm in the cell with a new roommate. I got to get adjusted to that. I have a cell phone, y'all, around this time, and it's sometimes it's difficult getting adjusted with a new roommate when you have a cell phone, but I did. I ended up being able to, you know what I mean, show the young dude that was in my cell the ropes, let him know what was good, and he was cool for the most part. So boom, around this time right here, you know what I mean, like it was just getting hectic. Like I said, it just blitzed me and my roommate didn't find nothing, but my roommate still got locked up. So I just got tired of getting blitzed from the CO, the sergeant dude that was down on us, man. So I just started like being like extra safe with my phone. And I just started sending it to the pod that was next door, which was 32 pod, the honor pod, y'all. And I used to send it to the honor pod because, for one, that wasn't a hot pod. And that was a pod where dudes would move and shake and still get money and do all those things. But at the same time, though, it was like they'll never really run down on them unless they hear about something, then they'll run down. So, boom, I had this set up where I had this dude from DC, man. He was my barber. And he was a cool dude. I ain't even gonna lie, man. He was a cool dude. And once he told me he had the situation for this spot that he had in the cell, you know what I mean? And I can't say about what this spot was because I think dudes probably still use this. You know what I mean? I told him, like, look, let's do it, man. I was like, look, bro, you just can't use the phone. I'll let you use the phone when you need it, but when we put it up, it's up. You know what I mean? He was cool with that situation. So boom, I'm rocking with him for a minute, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm rocking with him for not a lot of a minute, probably like 4 or 5 months, 6 months, something like that. But I knew he was about to get transferred soon. You know what I mean? But he thought he was gonna get transferred at the top of the year. So me and him had a cool situation that was going on. Like I used to love not being able to stress about having a phone, because y'all gotta understand, sometimes when you have a cell phone in prison, it's like you have to guard that phone like a newborn baby. You have to always be on point. You gotta be up early in the morning. You gotta be up at night. It's like you barely get rest. You know what I mean? It's cool having one, but it's those perks that come with it. So like when I didn't have mine with me in the pod, I could just be a regular inmate. I can go play cards. I can go just chill. Like I just used to just sometimes didn't even want the phone, because I didn't had the phone now. I didn't had a phone for years. So sometimes like the phone wasn't something that will have me like infatuated with having a phone. I used to look at the phone like the phone was for business. So when I used to send the phone to bro over there in 32 pod, I used to get it back kind of at the end of the week. And I have it put up for the days, the early week of the days, because you never know what's going to happen Monday, Tuesday, they're going to come with some BS. So like, I just was chilling with the junk, man. It was perfect. Like if I ain't doing business, I don't really want to mess with that phone. And it was understood already. So like I say, with bro holding my jack, everything was going cool, you know what I mean? So bro was in the cell. He ended up, the dude from DC, he ended up being cellies with a dude named C. And C was actually from Williamsburg, and C used to work in the kitchen. Now, in my building, there's not a lot of kitchen worker dudes, you know what I mean, at all. There's not a lot of dudes in there, you know what I mean? So you can tell who works in the kitchen. So I seen that his celly work in the kitchen. So one day he told me, he was like, look, you know my celly? I was like, who you say? He was like, the dude, man, remember I sent him to bring you to, I was like, oh yeah, the brown skin dude. He was like, yeah. He was like, look, you know he work in the kitchen, man. He was like, you know the dude C.O. Jones? I'm like, C.O. Jones? I'm like, which one? He like, yo, the little short one. So I'm like, oh, okay, I know you talking about. He like, look. He was like, look, man. He was like, look. He was like, man, say word. He was telling me that he be talking to dude a lot, and dude be telling him that he be talking to a dude over there in 60 building, he be talking to another dude in 80 building. But he was like, the dudes that he's talking to in these buildings are kind of like, they're slightly shaky. Like they on the ropes of kind of like if they're not gay, they're bisexual, definitely, like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, what? He like, yeah. He like, yo, and he married. And you know what I mean? So I'm like, so when he told me who the dude was, the CO was, like, I saw who, like, I used to see him, you know what I mean? I used to see him all the time, and he wouldn't work out building like that, but I thought he was a seasoned CO. I didn't know he was a rookie. Dudes told me he had just started working there, but I don't remember his rookie stages, you know what I mean? So I just thought he was a CO that just came from another spot or something like that, but I started seeing what he was, like, about. Every time I see the dude, CO Jones, he would be trying to, like, holler at a young dude. When I say holler, like, when you see a CO being extra friendly, like, it'll be towards a straight dude. Like, it wouldn't be like every male CO on some old crazy stuff. But this particular CO, like, it used to, once I was told how he was, because I used to always see him. At first, I didn't notice how he was. I thought he was just one of them old clean-cut COs. He had the low-cut waves, he ain't had really no facial hair that I can remember. Kind of short dude. Kept a clean little uniform, the little clean, crispy Nike boots. He looked like he kept himself together, you know what I mean? So I took him as somebody that was straight. I ain't even gonna lie. But when they started telling me how he was, I'm starting to see the pattern. And one day I caught them, y'all, like, and this would really open my eyes to, like, how he was. One day I had to go to medical. So I go to medical. I walk in the medical joint, and the CO desk is, like, right there. And he's right there talking to a dude. The dude got the chair right beside him. So I guess this is the dude in 60 building everybody was telling me about. Little young brown skinned dude, kind of pretty boy looking dude, pause. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? He was a young dude. I really didn't know who he was, but I knew who he was from what everybody was saying. That's who one of the dudes is he be talking to. So boom, I see him talking to dude, and like as I'm sitting on the chair, like behind him slightly, I'm watching the conversation, and I'm watching how, like, the twinkle in his eye as he talking to this young dude, I'm seeing it. Like, I'm seeing him, like beyond. Like, if they was having a manly conversation, it'd be like, yeah, no question. Yeah, it'd be I feel you. Nah, this was like he wanted to say, hey, girl. Like, he was ready to hit him on his, like, I'm telling you, it was weird to me. It was weird to me. So, boom. He like, yo, the dude from DC, he ended up telling me that the dude, C.O. Jones, be bringing tobacco in for dudes. So now I'm like, damn, oh, so he bringing this tobacco in. That's how they getting the tobacco here. He was like, yeah, man. He was like, my roommate be trying to, you know what I mean, holler at him and stuff, you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. He was like, man, but that dude crazy, man. He was like, man, they say he'll bring tobacco in for favors, you know what I mean? Like, he was like the only dudes. He said that he think he be helping people by bringing the package and helping them get commissary, which it helps. But if he's helping you, you have to help him. And they said the help that he used to want was going in that closet in the morning time, or either going in your cell when it was a good time, and him doing his thing. And I couldn't believe it, because Lawrenceville, at one point, it wasn't a lot of homosexuals, period. Now, I was in San Francisco, and that, like, for real, that's a whole nother side of yard. The side of yard I was on, the north side, when I got moved to 30 building, it was no homosexuals. Probably one or two at the most. That's like having none. You know what I mean? These days in time in prison. So, like, if it ain't no homosexual stuff really going on a compound, it's coming from a CO, and he's bringing stuff for you to do this. So if he's taking advantage of dudes, which he's really not, but he's bringing in stuff, like, it's not even about the money to him. It's about getting off on him. So I had to put him in predator category, y'all. I had to. I said, this man a predator. I said, he trying to bring stuff in and entice people just to get his thing off. So I'm like, this was a wild dynamic. This was a wild dynamic. The CEO is bringing stuff for favors. So I'm like, wow. So I'm just playing the cut like, this is crazy. The dude, DC, he be holding my jack. Everything's still going smooth with that. His roommate, I guess, was the whole time was trying to get with the dude Jones. You know what I mean? So boom. Out of nowhere, the dude from DC get transferred. It's like September, October. I'm sick. I'm like, dang. I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. I don't believe this, man. Man got transferred already, man. Like, you know what I mean? So now I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my phone. You know what I mean? Now I have to figure out what I'm going to do with this jack. So I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? He sent it to me before he left that night. He leaving that morning. He sent it to me that night. I got it. I'm like, I'm mad on the logo. I'm like, oh, crazy. But I ended up going outside early in the morning. And when I went outside, I wanted to catch his roommate coming from the kitchen. You know what I mean? So, boom, I catch him. I'm outside on the yard. I see him coming around. I see him like, yo, bro, call him. Like, what's up? I'm like, yo, bro, look. I was like, look, man. I was like, yo, your roommate gone. You know what I mean? I was like, look, bro, like, for real, I see you be chilling. You don't be really, you know what I mean? I said, you know who I am? He's like, yeah, my roommate. You know what I mean? You already know the count. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, look. I said, bro, you still got the situation that your roommate had? You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, he left me the situation. I'm like, well, look. I said, bro, we can still do business. You know what I mean? I said, but, like, you can't use the phone a lot, though, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you gonna hold a jack, bro, you gotta protect the jack, man. It gotta be put up. You gotta use it. It gotta be for emergencies. You know what I mean? I need it this day, definitely. He was like, look, I'm with it. I be working, blah, blah, blah. It's gonna be up. I'm like, cool, bet. Me and bro lock in. You know what I mean? Me and him lock in. So, boom. Chilling one day. You know what I mean? We probably been locked in a couple weeks now. You know what I mean? I'm chilling. Somebody called me to the door. Nigga say, Weezy. Somebody called me, boom. I'm like, all right, I go to the back door. Now, we can go to the back door and I can talk to 32 pod. 32 pod can talk to both of the pods, which is 31 and 33, because they're in the middle. So they have two doors on their pod on the back side. You know what I mean? We have one and the other pod has one. 31 pod can talk to 32 pod. We can talk to 32 pod. 32 pod can talk to both. So somebody from 32 pod called me to the door, which was the dude C. So when he called me to the door, he like, look, bro, you got a $50 green dot. I'm like, yeah, why, what's up? He like, look. He was like, man, say word to dude Jones working over here. You know what I mean? He said, give me $50. He gonna give me a pack of Newport. He said, man, got the Cadillacs, not the shorts. He got the Cadillac Newports. I'm like, for real? He like, yeah. I was like, bro, I need those. I was like, get those, bro. I was like, hold on. I went back to the cell, went in my little phone book, ran a $50 green dot. I used to keep like 3, 4 of them jumps on standby for just emergencies. You know what I mean? Around that time. So, boom, went and got one. Boom, slid it to him. I was like, bro, listen, this $50 good, so I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I mean? He's like, all right, nah, dude. He trusted me, so I hope you ain't doing me dirty. I'm like, nah, you good, bro. You know what I mean? So I get it to him. Boom, he make the play. He called me back to the door before we locked down. Whew, slid them Newports under the door. The long ones, y'all. I'm like, yes, commissary day is tomorrow. I'm feeling good. I'm like, yes, I went in the sale. I broke them Jones down. You hear me? I took all the tobacco out of one each cigarette. I kept like 4 cigarettes for me, the long ones. I kept them. And then so I had a nice pile. I made massive roll-ups. I'm ready to smoke they boots. You know what I mean? I'm ready to get me a little commissary, get straight dumb scrap, massive commissary. So boom. The dude is working out pod the next day. The dude, C.O. Jones. So as he's working out pod the next day, he's not aware that the dude C actually made this play for me. He thinking that he's looking out for the dude C, because I told y'all he's a predator. He likes to go after young dudes on the compound and try to give them stuff like tobacco and stuff like that for his own personal needs. You know what I mean? So I think he thought he was looking out for dude. You know what I mean? So and he didn't, like, me and him never really spoke or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, I wasn't his type anyway. Like, so like after I knew who he was and saw my own eyes, like what this man got going on, you know what I mean? I didn't have no kick it with him at all. I had no conversation with this man at all. I didn't want to talk to him about nothing. You hear me? So look, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Commissary just hit, everything good. Dude come in the pod. C.O. Jones come in the pod. He come in the pod. He do his round. Pod jumping. Dudes bringing me dudes, calling me dudes, bringing me stuff. I'm all over the place. I'm massive tobacco. I'm selling it. You know what I mean? So he's noticing it. Now, he was the only one at this time that would bring tobacco, because this is kind of like when they kind of first took it a little bit. And like, I don't know if he knew that the smell of Newports from the smell of tobacco, because it is a slight different smell from a Newport smoke, from a roll-up smoke, the regular stringy tobacco. So I knew for a fact, I just was feeling that he knew that I had the cigarettes, because he came to the party, did his rounds. He went to that little brick wall that I told y'all they have in the front, and he just posted up, and he was looking around the pod, and he just went to his predator sense. He was, and then it was a dude coming down the tier with a bag, a little net bag, probably like $10, $15 in it. And then he looked up, and then when dude got to my cell, I seen him go, that joint start going off. And it's like he gave me a look when I come to the door and look. He gave me a look like, yeah. And I'm looking at him like, no, like, you know what I mean? But I saw that he looked at me, and I was like, he know I got these Newports. So he seen me talking to C. You know what I mean? C had to bring me some money, because I sent him for getting me the cigarettes. I hit him off and gave him some roll-ups to sell over there. So he's pinned all this. So I felt like since then that the predator CO dude hated my guts. I ain't even gonna lie. I felt like this man hated my guts, y'all. That's my word, because from that day on, every time he'll see me, he'll try to police me. And then he just like, it just was weird. I'm the one that knows all the information. And I wanted to say, like, bro, what are you doing? Like, come on, I know what you're doing. Like, you know what I mean? I know you a CO predator. You know what I mean? You got a wedding ring on and everything in here being a predator. That's wild. Like, you trying to take advantage of us. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be the other way around. So, boom. I let him police me, y'all. I let him police me. I let him do what he gonna do. I'm one of them inmates. All right, like, in my sus's early days, yeah, I'll get to arguing with a CO. Yeah, F you, F your mama, back and forth. As I got a little older, that was dead, you hear me? That was over with. I never was with that type of action no more. I never really do that. I wasn't with that type of stuff. So look, I'm seeing how he moving, you know what I mean? The word done got out that he be creeping in the dude's cell in 60 building, the same dude I saw him with in medical. You know what I mean? The word done got out about that. A lot of people didn't know, but some people over there knew, and the dude told me. And I knew it was true from what I already knew from C and from his CO roommate. So, boom. C is doing a good job holding the jack for me, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. He's doing a great job by holding my phone, because he actually works a lot. So he's never really there. But he actually told me, we wound the tape that I forgot to tell y'all, when he agreed to using the phone, he told me that he was getting a new roommate, which his roommate name was Bobby. You know what I mean? I said, who was Bobby? Bobby ended up being a white boy. You know what I mean? I never knew where Bobby was from or nothing like that. But I'm like, yo, is he cool? You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, bro, he cool, bro, he cool. Like, he do whatever I tell him to do for real, man. Like, you know what I mean? He young and green, blah, blah, blah. So as he telling me this, like, those are giving me predator vibes on the low. Like I told you, I'm like, I'm shell shocked from predator stuff. Like when people bring up predator type of conversations, like something hits me automatically, and I'm saying in my head, like, bro, you might be a predator. As he telling me he has a white guy in his cell that does whatever he says. So I didn't know this was who the guy was he was moving in. So boom. I'm like, damn, he doing a good job, you know what I mean, holding the jack, everything falling smooth, you know what I mean? But it was a weekend that popped up, y'all. It was like a weekend, you know what I mean? It was like a good weekend popped up. Everybody was making drinks. Football season was lit, you know what I mean? And one day, he told me to come out and meet him in the slider, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking he might want to use the jack, because I had just got the jack from him earlier that day, so I got the jack. It's a weekend, everybody chilling, you know what I mean? So when he called me out there, I'm thinking he talking about using the phone or something. So when he called me out there, he was like, bro, I could tell that he was drinking a little bit, y'all. He was a little, you know what I mean? When people drink on Lawrenceville, they get a little intoxicated. You know what I mean? They get, like, you can tell, like, when dude got a good buzz. You know what I mean? So, boom. He like, yo, look, bro. I come out there. We out there kicking it. He like, look, bro. He was like, man, it's crazy, bro. He was like, man, why the dude C.O. Jones, bro? He was like, man, he done brought the cigarettes. You know what I mean? He'll bring me cigarettes from time to time. He was like, when I be in the chow hall, when he worked the kitchen, I be in there trying to holler at him, trying to get him to bring some weed. He was like, man, guess what this man told me, man? I was like, what? He was like, man, this man told me the only way he will bring some weed in this some weed on this compound. He said the only way he will bring some weed on this compound is only on one condition. I was like, what condition is that? He said, man, you ain't gonna believe this, man. I was like, what? Believe what? You know what I mean? He like, look, you know my roommate Bobby, right? I'm like, yeah. He was like, you sure you know who he is? I'm like, yeah. I mean, you showed me. I'm like, well, who is he though? Let me see. He was like, hold on. He went to his door. All our pods. Each pod is, I told you, it's 3 pods in the building, so each one of them have windows on their door. He went to the door. He looked. He banged. Boom, 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 boom. Bobby, come here, Bobby. White boy come to the door. I see a little young skinny white dude come to the door. Never seen him before in my life. I'm like, all right. He was like, yo. He was like, look, back to what I was saying. He was like, man, this man told me the only way he'll bring some weed in here for me is if I hook him up with my roommate Bobby. I'm like, what? He like, yeah. He said, man, and he said he would have to shave his pubic hairs and shave his mustache and beard off too. I'm like, what? I'm like, man, go ahead, man. I'm like, hold on, bro. And he was like, bro, listen, bro. And I got something else to tell you too. I'm like, what? He was like, man, I done talked to him on your phone before too, bro. You know what I mean? He was like, not on nothing like that, but he was like, I was trying to, I ain't gonna lie, I was trying to rock with him because I know them dudes over there, they like, if they do favors for him, he do favors for them, bro. He was like, man, I'm messed up in here. I ain't got no help. I work in the kitchen. I need as much money as possible. That's why I'm trying to get him to bring some weed. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to mess with him. He said, this man came straight out of his mouth and told me I wasn't his type. I'm like, what? He like, yeah. He said, that man said I was too old. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's crazy. I said, he told you he was too old. He was like, man, the man with my roommate. But he said before I hook him up with my roommate, his roommate would have to shave his pubic hairs and shave his mustache and beard off. I said, oh my God, he's definitely in predator category. This man, C.O. Jones, is definitely in predator category. Y'all hear me? He's a predator, man. This is crazy, man. Like, he's tricking people to do stuff, and you know what I mean? Like, he wants favors in return just for bringing you stuff. Like, I told y'all, it's supposed to be the opposite. It's supposed to be us trying to get them to do things. Like, it's supposed to be us trying to get them to do favors. Like, this was wild to see this right here and to hear this. I'm like, man, this is he told him, man. And as he telling me this, right, like how he kind of liked the dude, and he mad that he didn't get in, but the only way he still can get in is by hooking his roommate up. That started giving me second thoughts about this guy holding my jack, because I'm like, he's in the cell with a white dude that he's willing to sacrifice and hook up just for the package. So that means he done got this man in the cell some type of way. So that means that C might be a predator too, you hear me? That's word. My predator antennas were up. They were up. They were all the way up, man. And from what he was telling me, the whole time he's talking to me about this, I am listening, but on the other part of my head and my brain, but the whole time my head is telling me like, look, bro, he can't hold his jack no more. He cannot hold the jack no more. Why? Because now he want to get money. He want to hustle. He trying to get the CO dude to do this and do that. He's in deep with this dude. He done talked to him on my phone. Violation number one. And I'm just like, it's just too much going on. So the day I supposed to send him back to Jack, he came to the door like, what's up? I guess he was expecting to use it and do all that. I had to burst his bubble. I'm like, yo, bro, look. I had to send that joint to 60 building to get fixed. Way on the other side of the yard, bro. I was like, bro, I don't know what's happening. The Charger Peach fried it. Shot him the ultra well. You know what I mean? I had to. And he was like, damn, for real? But the deep down, he probably didn't even know because that intoxicated conversation he had with me, everything is dead. All the business that we have is dead. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting to see how this crazy stuff play out. And I don't want to be in the middle of this. I don't want my name nowhere near this stuff. Y'all hear me? So I'm like, this is nuts, man. So boom. I'm like, this is crazy, man. So like, the next day come, man, and I see the dude, Jones, he working in the kitchen. You know what I mean? He working in the kitchen. He doing his little normal little routine, lucky, happy-go-lucky self looking tail. And he just, you know what I mean? And the whole time in my head, I'm just picturing a predator face on him. Like, I'm like, he's a predator. Like, he's a predator, man. Like, he picks his prey just like the inmates do. It's nothing different from this man. COs can be predators too, y'all. Just don't think inmates can be predators. No, the COs can be predators, man. There's some pretty dirty COs in there, man. So you have to stay out of prison for those reasons too, man. You're fighting a losing battle by going to jail. I'm telling you, this is the stuff you're going to have to deal with. Maniacs. So, boom. Like, damn, I want to see how this play out, man. So, the dude C pulled up on me again. You know what I mean? He pulled up on me again. And this conversation right here, I'm trying to limit conversations now because, like, it was really camouflage with me and him when his bro from DC was in the cell with him holding the phone. It was like he was camouflaged. I really didn't have to deal with him. Probably 2-3 times at the most. He sent him to bring me the phone a couple times, and he just knew who I was. But at the end of the day, he knew that I was somebody that move and shake. He know I got a phone. He know I like to get a little paper, and I like to stay my ass out the way. So he wanted to holler at me again, man. I'm like, yeah, this dude want now. So I go entertain the conversation. You know what I mean? What's up, bro? You know what I mean? He like, look. He's like, bro, I got him to move, bro. I'm saying, so what you did that with your with your celly? He was like, yeah, bro. He was like, man. Man, like for real, man. Like I had to really sit down with my celly, man, and explain to him, like, man, like he basically like, you gotta take one for the team on this one right here, Bobby. You know what I mean? You gotta take one for the team. He was like, man, Bobby was like, nah, he ain't want to do it. So I'm like, yo. I said, bro, you made that man shave his pubic hairs, bro, pause, and his mustache, pause. He was like, yeah, bro. As he's talking and we're in the hallway, their pa getting let off a child. Boom. So I step back to my jaw, and he's right there talking to me. We're in the silent port, and his pa leaving for child. As their pa leaving for child, like the first 10. When you leave with the first 10 going to the child hall, you hungry as hell. So when I look, I see the dude, Bobby. He's coming out of the pod. When I look at him, he's looking all crazy and scared. The reason why I say he looked scared is because he was walking by himself. To me, he looked scared. He probably wasn't. Who knows if Bobby was with all this activity on the low. He moved in the cell with a predator, so who knows. But boom, when I look, he walked by. You could tell that he like cut it, and then he shaved it because he was clean shaved. Like I just seen him. He had a beard. He used to wear the little light, skinny Lloyd Banks sideburns type of white dude. He had the Lloyd Banks sideburns. So I just seen him with a chin strap. You know what I mean? Now he's walking out and he's naked face. So now the predator done got his wish. His wish was granted. He done made the man shave his pubes, pause, and shave his mustache. I'm like, this is wild. So he like, look, bro. I had to snap back into it because as he talking, the dude Bobby walked right by, and I was just like. So he like, look. So I'm like, oh, all right, what happened? He like, look, I can get some weed, bro. He was like, look, but he ain't gonna go to all the way to Tidewater and get it. Somebody from your way got to come out here. He was like, the only way is they meet him out here. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I really don't want to, I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. Like, I didn't really want to mess with this play. Like, I never was comfortable with this play because, for one, I thought I was just dealing with one predator. Now I'm dealing with two predators. The dude C might be a predator. And like I say, I didn't want my name tied to no predator activity. But the CO thing was so unique and different of him doing these things. It's like, this man got up, like, for real. I felt like I said yes for Bobby, if that makes sense. I felt like I was saying yes for Bobby, man. Like, I felt like something good had to come out of this for making that man shave his pubes and shave his mustache. Pause. I felt like something good had to come out of this, man, because that right there was wild. So I'm like, all right, bro, I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to call you back to the door later. So I went back and thought, and I'm like, for real, I'm glad my peoples don't, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want my peoples meeting this psycho anyway, man. I was like, but I knew a dude I was in there with, and he was from he was from South Boston. He was from South Boston, and I used to rock with the little dude. I got a story about him later on, but I used to rock with him, and he used to always was anxious to get the pack. He was one of them dudes that like to get money. He just was a little dude, but he wanted to get money. So his brothers was on the street in South Boston, used to get money, and they would do whatever he would tell them to do, you know what I mean? Like, they'll look out and do whatever little bro asks, you know what I mean? So he had a great avenue with them, so he always wanted a way, so that was the way that was presented. So I'm like, look, can you get some weed? He like, yeah. He was like, but I can't get no loud. I'm like, that was kind of, mid still was floating around slightly, you know what I mean? A little bit then, but loud still was like the over, like that takes the cake. So he like, look, I can get us a half a pound, bro, you know what I mean, of the mid game. I'm like, all right. So I go tell dude, you like, man, all right, I'm gonna get his number, and I'm gonna send you the number. Boom, he got the number, send me the number. I put it in bro hands. Bro took care of the play. Brother made the play shake, went and met the predator and made the play shake. Now, we thinking the predator gonna bring all of the half a pound, which isn't a hard play to bring in Lawrenceville. This man came back. That junk, we bagged up probably like, that junk was like, man, that junk was probably like a little over, man, that junk was probably like 3, 4, it's probably like a QP that we bagged up. And we knew it wasn't we didn't have a scale in prison or none of that, but we knew it wasn't a half a pound. We know off the half a pound of mid, we doing the math. We gonna make $300 off each, we gonna make $300 off each ounce. So like for each $300, that's what it'll be in spoons. So we only had probably about a QP worth of spoons. So that gap was okay. But when the weed came in, it came from South Boston. And that weed that they sent, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, I didn't even notice when we was bagging up. When he came back from the kitchen, from the predator bringing the package in, and he brought me the package back, as I'm in there breaking it down, I'm just breaking it down because it's mouse of weed. I'm not even paying it no mind. We ain't smoking none of that yet. But as I started selling it, what made me look though is as I started selling it, dudes start complaining. Dude was like, yo, this junk look brown, Weezy. I'm like, what? So I start looking at it, and I'm like, damn, this man, long story short, his brother sent some Garbino in there. Look at, read my lips, Garbino. Your brother sent Garbino in there. We couldn't even really sell it, man. I was just wholesaling it. Yeah, take it. Yeah, take these. I'm gonna give you 60 spoons for 150, for 200. I'm gonna give you 60. I was just getting rid of it, man. Dude was prolonging, the predator dude was prolonging and bringing the rest of that. But only thing I did is put $250 into the play. I didn't put no drugs. I didn't do none of this stuff. But we were able to look out for C. And that was the main thing. And who knows what we can do in the future. But at the same time, I know I'm dealing with predators. So I'm like, wow. I'm like, damn, man. So C was all right over there. He was like, yo, the weed ain't all that. But, you know, I still sold it. So he was just happy. You know what I mean? So I'm like, dang, man. So, like, what's next, though, bro? Like, you know what I mean? I hollered on my dad, like, yo, bro, like, what's next, man? Like, I was like, for real, man. I said, you look out for your roommate, man. He was like, yeah, I gave him something, man. You know what I mean? I gave him something. Because out the QP that we got, we gave him an ounce. We gave him like 300 spoons. You know what I mean? Not 300 spoons. We gave him like the $300 worth of spoons. You know what I mean? Because you make 300 off an ounce of mid. You don't make that much off an ounce of mid. You know what I mean? Maybe 400 sometimes, you know what I mean? But we gave him like $300-400 worth of that stuff. Boom, off the top. He was dumb happy. We gave him a bag of spoons like this big. He had like he never had nothing in his damn life. That weed was brown, but it was like, I was like, yo, like for real, bro, like what's next, man? Like, I'm like, man, did you look out for your roommate? He was like, yeah, he looked out for him. You know what I mean? This and that. I was like, bro, you made that man take the team, like take one for the team like that. He was like, you had to, man. So I was like, what they be doing? He was like, man, like, you know, at night, you know, sometimes if I work, if I come back from the kitchen late, you know what I mean? He said dudes be out there cleaning, and he said he'll be working, and he'll let me in my cell. He said I'll go get my shower stuff and just slide. And he said the dude, C.O. Jones, will come up in there and be in there with Bobby. So I'm like, what they be doing? Man, he was like, man. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to know. I was like, man, but look, though, if you trying to make another play, bro, like, we got to get loud next time. Like, I don't know how he feel about that. And when he going to bring the rest of the stuff. You know what I mean? He like, yeah, he said he going to do this and do that. I'm like, all right, man. You know what I mean? All right. The dude in my party, young boy, he mad because he trying to, like, what's up? When he going to... I'm like, yo, bro, listen, this is a crazy situation. Like, I told you it was crazy. You was trying to get in the car. This, I don't know. When he bring it, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? So he was like, all right, man. So, boom. Now, C is starting to get, I feel like, because of the other drugs that ain't come in yet, I feel like C is starting to get antsy on some, like, he's feeling some type of way. You know what I mean? He's feeling some type of way that he chose the white dude for real. And the white dude wasn't the smartest man in the world, but he took one for the team for C. You know what I mean? Now, he really rocked with this man, C, or he just really got the bait of a predator and moved in his cell and he made him do this stuff. I didn't know how it was going to play out. I was just sitting back waiting to see how this crazy thing was going to play out. But the CO, he was like, he just used to, like, he was just so nice to young dudes, man. Like, it was just weird and sick to see. Every time I see this maniac CO dude, he was just always all happy-go-lucky and friendly with somebody that was young, 120 pounds. And I just used to be like, and it's like, it started getting to the point with him that I knew dudes really knew that how he moved like that. And they would try to, like, crack on him, like, try to get with him, like, because they knew it could be a reward out of this. But they didn't know that if you really didn't know, that the reward would be, he would still bring you something, but you would have to do stuff for him. So I'm like, just to see him around the compound, like, it was just, wow, I knew he hated my guts. And for real, I wanted to go tell him, like, yeah, nigga, I know what your gay ass doing, nigga. Yeah, nigga, I know what you doing. And I got this, nigga. Yeah, I'm the one behind this. But I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna do it, man. I was like, I ain't gonna burst this bubble because I know this is gonna end crazy. I was like, I don't know how it's gonna end, but I know it's gonna end crazy because this is a CO that was a damn predator that was doing stuff, coming out, tricking dudes. Not really, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say that he tricked people, because dudes was doing what they wanted to do for the reward. But at the same time though, like, man, from a CO though, y'all, they ain't weird. It might just be me, man. I thought it was weird, man. So boom, we in the pod chilling one day, you know what I mean? And we look up and we see C going out in the hallway with the police. And the reason why we see him going out in the hallway with the police because somebody was in the hallway already and dudes were like, yo, the police noise, yo, so CO was coming in the building, yo, so everybody tighten up, was supposed to tighten up. But they didn't come in our pod. They went straight to 32 pod. So when they went to 32 pod, I'm looking. You know what I mean? I'm looking. I'm on the top tier looking because I can see bro cell for the top tier. You know what I mean? I'm looking. I see them go and they go get the white dude Bobby. You know what I mean? C is already out in the hallway. So when I look, I'm like, what's going on here? The dude Bobby, he come down the steps. He already got his stuff packed. He don't got all his stuff, but he got like a net bag and he's taking some stuff down the steps. Then he came out to slide everybody from my pod on the door, on my pod looking. The people, I'm right here looking. I'm trying to get C attention to see what the hell is going on because you go to the hole, bro. Like, how the hell I'm gonna get this package? You know what I mean? So I'm looking like, what are you doing? I'm trying to get his attention. He would never look. And then the dude Jones pull up. So I guess he come from another building because they called it was a situation. So he comes walking up. He come walking up like he ain't dead. He ain't a part of none of this madness. Man, this is my word. Our door open. Our door open. The lady opened the wrong door. She's supposed to be opening the 32 pod up. She opened our pod up. The door open. Our door open. I guess she don't know how to close it back. She know how to close it back, but when she try to close it back, it ain't closing. So my whole pod right there on the door. Everybody looking, man. They got these two people in the hallway. Jones right there. I'm looking like, damn, this shit crazy. I look at C, I'm like, he just shaking his head. Dude, come out. He like, I can't take this no more. I can't take this no more, man. He's making me do stuff I don't want to do. He was like, man, I ain't make you do nothing, man. He was like, he is, man. He's in the cell. He's in the cell, man. He makes me do things that I don't want to do, man. I thought we was cool. And I'm like, then the door closed, boom, boy. I beat everybody to the side of the door. So I got my ear right there. The lady closed the door, but I got my ear right there. I want to hear the rest of this. He making me do things. So he like, what did he make you do? He was like, man, I don't want to talk about it here, man. I don't want to talk about it here. C snapping. C like, man, you lying, bro. So the dude Jones trying to calm him down because he know this can blow up crazy. So as Jones trying to calm C down, white boy Bobby said, and he makes me do things too, man. He makes me do things too, man. I didn't want to do these things, man. He was like, who? He was like him, man. He makes me do things too, man. I don't want to talk about here, man. I don't want to talk about it here, man. He just broke down, and I come back to the window and look. And when I look, Jones standing there, he got the dumbest predator long face you ever see in your life. He looked sick. He looking so stupid in the face, y'all. I'm like, yes, that's what he get. Freaking predator. I hate predators. Y'all know that. I hate predators. So I'm like, damn, this is crazy. So he made me do all these things, man. And, they like, man, come on, all right, come on. They went and took him, they put him in the counselor office. So they went in the counselor office and talked to him. And Jones was right there. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I go back and tell my mom, like, yo, say word that white boy told on Jones. He was like, told what? He was like, man, he told him he was making them do things. Now, at the same time, I don't know how they're going to prove these things because they didn't catch him with no drugs. If he say he's bringing drugs in, it's his word against his. And it's his word against his about making him shave his pubic hairs. Pause. So I'm trying to figure out how is this going to stick. But he told it, though. So they put the white boy in the office, and the white boy is giving, he's spilling the beans on everything. Thank God my name didn't get tangled up in that. You hear me? But he went in there and spilled the damn beans on every damn thing. He spilled the beans on true stories. So it was like, regardless if they believe the pubic hair stuff, he spilled the beans on everything else. So, boom, the story ended up playing out. Jones ended up finding out that they was really down on him. So they said he never came back to work no more. He just stopped coming. He never returned to our compound. I don't know what happened to him, but he disappeared. He never came back again. The dude, C, he ended up getting moved to 80 building. I never seen him like that no more. He lost his job in the kitchen. He lost all that. The white boy Bobby, they transferred him. But they said the white boy Bobby told everything. He told everything, man. He told him how C put the play together, and they made him do this, and they made him do that. Like I said, it was his word against Jones' word, but I guess Jones was feeling embarrassed because now his fellow officers know that he's gay. You know what I mean? They told about the dude in the 60 building. He told him everything. And it's my word, man. Came back and bit the predator. Predator lose this one, you hear me? The predator lost, man. Came back and bit the predator in the ass, man. White boy told everything, man, about all those crazy stuff they was making them do, man. And Jones was out of there, man. And that's the end of the story, y'all. It was crazy, man. This shit was great. I witnessed a damn predator. The CEO was a predator. That's wild right there. Man, that's wild right there, man. Real talk, that was wild, man. But at the end of the day, what I be telling y'all, man, prison is scary. Like, you see scary stuff. Like, predators are not always inmates. They're COs too, man. So you have to watch out for both, man. If you ever get in trouble, God forbid, fellas, man, you don't want to go to prison and have to deal with stuff like this, man. I'm telling you, man, like, I don't care what prison you go to. You can go to a level 1 or 2. It's going to be a predator, you hear me? It's going to be somebody that's sneaky about trying to be a booty bandit. Trust me, they in there. They in there, man. So to avoid all that, people, man, you must make great moves, man, out here, man. You must think before you react. And you must stay y'all ass out the way. Promise me, man. Y'all have to do this, man. Because I don't want y'all to go here and experience these experiences, man. Like, y'all see how scary the stories can get, man. Y'all thought this was going to be a predator about an inmate. No, this is a predator about this is a story about a CO who was a predator. So like it can come from all shapes and sizes, races, genders, like everything, man. Like you have to be careful, man. Just stay out the way. You can avoid these things, man. But I appreciate y'all again for rocking with the kid watching, man. Y'all already know the count, man. Like I say, man, they got a new button up there called thank you, y'all. It's right. You can scroll. It's by the share and all that stuff. When you see thank you, man, and you want to donate to the channel, man, look out for staying out the way trade, man. If you rock with me, man. Let me see who rock with me, man. Everybody saying they rock with me. Let me see who rock with me, man. I seen people bought the merch for me. Let me see people donate to the channel, man. You rock with me, man. But I appreciate y'all again, man. Turn me up. Turn me up. Let's start the week off right. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. CO was a predator. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's keep going up. Let's go, man. We going far. Because that's what we do, man. You hear me? Because that's what we do, man. But don't forget, y'all, man. Y'all have to remember this, man. Spread the word all over, man. All over the damn globe. You hear me? Stay y'all ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments can pay for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes.